Slapping the hoes. Went to the park to get the scoop. Knuckleheads out there, cold shooting some hoes. I said, cruising down the street in my 6'4". Cruising down the street in my six. Soft top on the hard.
Welcome to the 7 High Radio Show. I am your host, Moon. On today's show, we'll be having Prophet Pete. He is the owner of WEMS Radio and WEMS South. Me and him, we're going to chop it up in a bit. Now, for the music, every Monday, I'll be giving you these 7 High top 3. Yes, that's 3 of the dopest, hottest independent artists that's on the scene right now. So without further ado, Prophet Pete, where you at?
Yo, what up?
What's up? Yo, welcome to the show. Thank you for being here. Why don't you introduce yourself to the people real quick?
Well, me, I'm just Prophet Pete. Like, that's it. It's not about me. It's about the station. I'm just a little cog in this big old machine that we got going on here.
That's real. That's real. Well, I'm going to start going with the questions and whatnot. So, like, what inspired you to go into radio?
Well, there was a little birdie that said I like to run my mouth a lot. So,
Right.
so they said you might as well talk to everybody all at one time. And I'm like, you know what? You could be right. But, you know, there's a whole backstory to the whole talking to a lot of people and just liking to talk because I usually get paid to talk. So it was just one of those things. And, you know, I believe in reaching out and educating people. And, you know, it takes a village to raise a child. And I believe that everybody got to give their part to inject knowledge into the world.
That's true. That's real. That's real. Now, you talked about being a teacher. So, like, what were you teaching back then?
Oh, back then I was teaching, you know, my not so fortunate people of the world, people that get looked down upon, the ex-cons. I used to teach them automotive technology, teaching them a trade so that, you know, after they got released from jail, they could, you know, enter into society and be able to do something other than what caused them to get, you know, locked up or incarcerated in the first place.
Man, that's dope. That's super dope, man. I really find that to be very admirable, for real, because it's like sometimes people take a turn and, you know, depending on the decisions that were made and stuff, it takes a long time to get back on your feet. So for you to be a mentor to them, it's super admirable. Now, you have the radio station. From the homework I've been doing, you guys are coming up on your 2-year anniversary, excuse me. So, but it wasn't like always WEMS radio. So how did you first get your start?
Well, I had got my start at another independent radio station, we not gonna mention their name, because one, they're no longer around, so it's not even relevant. But I started there and started as the Prophet Radio NY show. So started there basically doing what I do during my shows, interviewing independent artists, giving motivational talks and talking about topics that I felt really could touch the community. Well, actually our community, not just, you know, a vast array of BS.
Right. Shoot, that's awesome. That's awesome. So, like, just having your first radio show, like how was the experience? Like what was it like? Like, were you nervous? Like,
was I nervous?
Yeah, like
I was beyond the point of nervous. Like, it's different from being a guest on a show and, you know, answering questions and talking about, you know, just responding to what is being asked, but having to, you know, develop the show and figure out where you're gonna go, introducing breaks and just keeping the audience, you know, engaged was very difficult. I think I don't know what I drank that day, but whatever it was, I drank a lot of it, and I got through it. I got through it. That was over 3 years ago, and I definitely got through it.
Shoot, that's awesome. That's super dope. Man, I could definitely attest to that right now. Just
You
like
found the bottles? You
hey, listen, speaking from this experience, man, I'm trying to come as real as I can, man. So, I definitely like get the jitters here and there, especially like even when I was on stage and stuff, I would get jitters and everything, that nervousness, but I would always describe it as like a roller coaster. Like you first get up to that top and you hit that climax and everything, and then you just fall down and everything just flows. So yeah, I definitely feel you on that. So you went from having the radio show to now having a radio station. Can you explain that process?
Well, what happened was I had a business in the same building as a radio station, and they abruptly decided they were going to close their doors. And within that time, putting in the work that we did to get Profit Radio where it was and moving in the direction that we was moving, we went to the number one spot at this said station.
Mhm.
And it was a discussion that I had. And it was, we can't stop doing what we're doing. We already gained momentum. So it was, even before, when we found out that they were about to close, we started to do some research, figured out how we can, create a similar platform. I don't say the same platform because we're nothing like they were, and see how we can do it and how quickly we can get it up and running. And I think from the moment that they shut down, we were open within maybe a month or two, if I'm not mistaken. And that was like kind of all she wrote. It was a rough road. It wasn't. It was learning a lot of new things and just understanding how all this works. And we're here today.
And that's dope. That's awesome for real. So with the whole process and everything, and you having actually you have 3 radio shows. So you have Profit Radio, you have Profit Radio Special Edition, and you have the spot, and you're running the radio station. Like, how do you manage? Like, can you explain that process?
Well, first thing that happens is no sleep. I say I suffer from insomnia, maybe. I don't know what it is. It could be just my nerves or being allergic to failure. I don't do well with not doing things to the best of my ability, and I refuse to give up on things. So it's I a lot of times I self motivate. A lot of times I need help being motivated. Shout out to the little voice in my head and the little voice in my ear with the soft voice. It's a very soft voice that's in my ear, but sometimes that voice is not so soft. And I'm like, nah, I don't want to hear you voice. But I listen anyway. So shout out to the voice. Very special voice.
Definitely. I understand exactly what you're saying. It's it's always I don't understand why it's like that, but it's always the negativity part is like the one that's trying to hold you back is always the loudest for some reason. But then you have that little small voice that's like, man, no, you could do this, you could do this, you could keep pushing with it. So it's really important to listen to that small voice. Now, with that being said, my next question is for somebody that is wanting to go into radio, like what's some advice that you can give them?
Um, be prepared to put in the work. Like it's not something that is easy. A lot of people listen to, a lot of major radio stations, and they, like things like the Breakfast Club, and they listen to Charlemagne, and they listen to DJ Envy and Angela Yee, and it's like it just seems so effortless when they do it. But there's a lot of work and a lot of research that they do even before they get there. And They know their guests. They know everything that's going on. They know what they're going to talk about. They have a whole setup, a whole format for their show. And it's all broken down where no matter what day of the week it is, you know, at 6 o'clock in the morning, they're going to be talking about this. At 6:15, they're going to be talking about that. They got different segments. You just gotta be willing to put in the work. That's the only way you're going to be successful in this business or in any business. And you have to be consistent. Sometimes you might want to wake up and be like, yo, I don't feel like getting on there. You don't feel like talking to anybody, but you got to get up and do it. Trust and believe. I could easily interview 12, 13, 14 people a week. And it's like, how do you do it? And it's like, you got to do it because you have a vision in mind of where you want to be, and you utilize that to push yourself forward.
That's true. That's real. Like, if you're if it's something that you're passionate about, and you're willing to put in that effort, just go for it. You have to wake up every day and literally say, like, this is what I want. This is where I see myself. Let me go after this. And you just got to push through with it. And that's with anything that you do. It doesn't have to be radio, but just like with life in general. So I definitely agree with you on that. So my next question is, what should we expect in the future from WEMS Radio, WEMS South?
Well, I'm just going to drop it in an acronym. And I don't know if you ever watched wrestling and if you know about NWO, right?
Oh, yeah.
Right? New World Order, Hulk Hogan and everybody wearing black. So we NRO. So we're the new radio order. We taking over. That's what we're doing. There's not many stations that are doing what we're doing, growing as fast as we're growing and adapting to the changes in the world currently today the way we are. A lot of people are making excuses to stay where they are and not adjust. And I just truly believe that success doesn't happen when you're most comfortable. Success happens when stuff doesn't feel right and when you're uncomfortable. And this has been one of the most uncomfortable feelings for the world.
That's true.
And instead of, reverting back and going to hide in a corner, we're taking leaps and bounds over situations and making stuff happen.
That's true. That's real. Definitely. Shoot. So I also want to add a couple of my notes in there as well, because I do know that WEMS Radio is actually worldwide, in 48 countries, I believe. Some of them to mention: Switzerland, Germany, West Africa, things of that nature. Is it possible, if I can ask, are you guys planning to possibly do something more in the future with international radio?
Well, since we are in other countries, we're kind of there already, but we do work with international DJs. So we have DJs from overseas, from the UK. We've, dealt with individuals in the United States, on the West Coast, East Coast, down south, up north, even in Canada. And we have a nice little reach in Africa right now. So I believe we're there, but I think we need to be everywhere all at the same time. And I think when we open up our other stations, it's going to be even better than what we're doing now.
Awesome. All right. Well, folks, we're going to take a quick music break and we'll be right back right after this.
Yeah.
I can feel you on my left shoulder, wearing that cologne you always say you can't remember. Well, a glance across the room just doesn't cut it like it used to. I think we finally do. For a while set in your ways. Don't be scared, I'm only trying to find some new escape. So let's call off the rules. You've been on work, it's time to cut loose. I think we finally do for a waltz after. I know that you're feeling me, and truthfully I'm feeling you too. But we're in a situation with not much left to do. I just think I need to take a little time away from you. I'm caught up in my feelings, it's got me all confused. Somehow I'm feeling like you really are the one for me. The way I have to deal sometimes. Tell me, how could this be? I'm seeing right through your words, 'cause only actions speak to me. Just telling you the truth for now. It's all about transparency. You got me in the middle, just a tad, just a little,
just a little.
Got me in the middle.
You listen to 7 High Radio.
Got me in the middle.
7 High.
Just a tad, just a little.
With your girl Mo.
Got me in the middle. You got me stuck on you. I just need a little time to see what we could be, 'cause you might be playing me, yeah. I wanna give you all my love, but you don't deserve it yet. Baby, I'ma need your best, your best, your best. You got me in the middle. Just a tad, just a little. Got me in the middle. You got me stuck on you. Got me in the middle. Just a tad, just a little. Got me in the middle. You got me stuck on you.
Make sure you tune in every Monday from 7 p.m. to 8 p.m. for 7 High Radio, y'all.
Yeah. You. I'm stuck on you. Yeah. You.
We got those vibes here on 7 High Radio with your host, Mo.
You said you wanted more. I gave you everything you asked me for, but it seems to me when I try, I'm always wrong. I ain't never right. And lately, things have changed. All of a sudden, you're acting strange. Why don't we talk about what's on your mind? 'Cause arguing, such a waste of time. We leave and go our own separate ways. Do we go our own separate ways? Or do we try to work things out? Let's just find a way. These are the words I say I got, even if it breaks my back. You know you got a real man, appreciation is all I ask. Maybe we should just take some time, relax our minds, communicate, baby, it'll be alright. No one takes two, me and you. We fight for love, let's fight for us, and I won't give up, cause it means too much. The way I feel is all for real, and I don't wanna lose. Do we leave and go our own separate ways? Where do we go from here? Or do we try to work things out? Let's just find a way. Baby, find a way. These are the words I sing from my heart is true. There's no other love I found that can compare
What's up? And we're back. Okay, so now I got some personal questions for you, Prophet Pete. With everything.
Wait, before you go, before you ask the personal questions, right?
Okay. Okay.
You know I'm gonna ask some back. All right, because I got some questions for you too. All right, just saying. All right, so go ahead.
Come on. Wait a minute. What you mean? What you mean you're gonna ask them back?
What is this? Just a take relationship? Yeah, we got it as a little give and take and everything. So you ask, I ask.
Somebody's giving the interview. I got you. But I want to ask you some personal questions for real, like just trying to like to do a little check-in and everything. So like with everything that's going on right now, you know, how have you been adjusting to the new normal?
Adjusting to the new normal has been difficult. It hasn't been easy, and I know it hasn't been easy for everyone or just anyone in general. Anyone that tells you that it hasn't affected them in any way, that cannot be true. You know, because what we've known as life and what I've known as life to be has changed. May it be for this year or may it be forever, things are going to be different. I don't think it's going to get back to the way it used to be, but I can tell you I look at the positive of the situation. And, you know, throughout this time, you've been able to get closer with your family and really get grounded and understand what's more important, because everything else was taken away. There was no going outside or being able to interact with the masses, go hang out, just, you know, just kick the breeze with anybody and everybody. You had to really get to know your family and spend time with your family and protect your family at the same time and keeping them close. So I think in this time I've been able to grow my love and my appreciation for the things that I love the most.
That's real for real. And it's like it's hard for some of us like to adjust to like change and stuff like that. But you just gotta roll with the punches, man. And it's definitely it, instead of like bringing each other apart, we gotta bring each other together. For real. And definitely like having more family time together, more time with our significant others, things of that nature. I mean, it should bring us closer together, if anything. So I definitely agree with you on that. So now, can you talk a little bit about your family? Because I know I did my research as well. Like I know that you have a family.
I got like 50 kids. You didn't know?
No.
I spread the love all over the world. Nah, I don't got 50 kids.
Oh my gosh.
I don't have 50 kids. I have you know, I'm very family oriented. So, you know, I'm very close with, you know, my parents. I'm very close with my siblings. Although I guess with every family, if you're around each other too long, it's like, nah, I need my space right now. But very family oriented. I have this. I just like I just have a lot of love for the people that are in my life right now, and I have, like I said 50 children, but it's probably close to more like 6. 6. And I have that special someone in my life that is there and helps me go through the stuff that I go through, because regardless of, how strong you can be and how much you want to push through it, there are those days that you're like, to hell with all this shit. And there's I just want to just relax for the moment, and sometimes it's not the right time for that. So I appreciate everybody that I have in my life, everyone.
Definitely. That's awesome, for real. Now, we're going to get into this next segment, Prophet Pete. And
no, you think you slick.
Wait. Hold on.
You slick.
Wait. Come on now. It's real easy. I just need a little bit of your special guest participation in this. That's all. Wait. Now, this segment is called the 7 High Top 3. These artists I handpicked. Okay. And they're the dopest, the hottest independent artists. I'm like, I kid you not. Now, this first artist that I wanted to present to you, he's from Brooklyn. His name is Notes 82.
Brooklyn. Yes.
And he has this track called Suicide, and it's just so real. I just need you to play. I just need it to be played for real.
Oh, okay. Well, you know how I feel about Brooklyn, right?
Wait, what you trying to say?
It's a scary place.
It's not scary.
I'm just saying, I think it's a scary place.
B Nick, R.I.P. It's the passion, love, I'm rapping, never overdose. Cause the streets is still a remedy, somebody toast. I seen a post, notes was ghost, look, I'm so involved. I got the city on my back, put that on your blog. I could read through the fog, never had the floss. Never needed conversations to get friends involved. All I needed was the truth, never swear to God. Man, I should've fucked your brain, you can't clean the stains. Cause niggas shoot to kill, man, the jungle's ill. But the industry is evil, never signed a deal. Cause my soul is too important to my kids for real. I can't be a father buried in the dirt for real. So they acting like that shit can't really get you killed. But I'm a product of the streets, seen so many killed. Thanking God I had the mind to dodge the evil touch. See them tap inside the bubble, all I seek is trust. This is suicide, call it do or die. Niggas stay hating on me, so I'm forced to ride. Whether suicide, whether do or die. My reflection in the mirror, I can see the sky. This is suicide, call it do or die. Niggas stay hating on me, so I'm forced to ride. Whether suicide, whether do or die. My reflection in the mirror, I can see the sky. Time to stand alone, I'm not talking thrones. Niggas play the block differently, I'm talking home. Never mind the fame, I will never change. Seeing homies put the rest, I had to change the game. So my story changed, all the drama pain. Writing chapters for the streets, I'm a real disciple. Niggas playing with their gift, I was taught survival. Look, be ready for a war whenever hate's beside you. Niggas smiling in your face and then become your rival. Look, I've seen this all before, I've seen the gift inside you. When the end is near, think it's suicidal. I'm pushing further than the stars, man, this flesh will blind you. No one there to guide you. You see the fame's a myth when you standing idle. Friends become entitled. I'm the last man standing on the block for real. East New York till I die, let that shit go viral. This is suicide, call it do or die. Niggas stay hating on me, so I'm forced to ride. Whether suicide, whether do or die. My reflection in the mirror, I can see the sky. This is suicide, call it do or die. Niggas stay hating on me, so I'm forced to ride. Whether suicide, whether do or die. My reflection in the mirror, I can see the sky.
Yo, that was super dope. Now I'm gonna go first with my commentary, and then after that, if you have commentary, definitely add on to it. But definitely Suicide, I picked this track because it just had that realness to it, and to be able to convey that emotion through sound, it really hit. He also has that, he reminds me of like J. Cole a little bit, like his flow and everything. And then the fact that he used like this old school type of like ride to it, it's definitely a vibe, but there's definitely a deep message in this song, and I really appreciate his artistry.
I think that one thing I like about Notes 82 is that, you know, he is a very conscious rapper. And if you've ever heard any of his music, especially Suicide, you know, it speaks about a real moment in his life. And he's bringing it to the forefront. Like, he's telling people who love themselves, and just even in the track, he's like, basically, he can't give up and, you know, fall victim to, you know, his thoughts, or if he has them or has ever had them, and leave his children behind. And it's just one of those situations that he has to just put it out there for everybody, because at the end of the video, it was a situation where he said someone commits suicide in the US every 12 minutes.
Definitely. It's really crazy, because it's like, it's really important to love ourselves, and it's really important to love on each other. Definitely. You just never know what people are going through. It doesn't hurt to be nice to people, to be kind to one another. So I definitely agree with you on that. Now this next artist, she's from LA, and her name is Leah Mangorez. And this track is called Waltz. You got to take a listen to this.
I can feel you on my left shoulder, wearing that cologne you always say you can't remember. Well, a glance across the room just doesn't cut it like it used to. I think we finally do for a waltz after all. Far too set in your ways. Don't be scared, I'm only trying to find some new escape. So let's call off the rules. You've been on work, it's time to cut loose. I think we finally do for a waltz after.
track was awesome. First of all, it was so melodic, and it was a fusion of just the alternative rock with the EDM, the pop all together. Like her sound reminds me of definitely kind of like that Billie Eilish flow, a little hint of like Melanie Martinez, especially at the end where it starts going into that EDM part and you hear all like the different skips and stuff, and then it starts to get like real vibey and real feely, like real trippy with it. So that was super dope. What you think about it?
I definitely vibe with the track. Especially, just the way the beat was, the flow, and you know how her vocal seems to be in the distance, but although they seemed to be far away, it was so powerful that it got brought through the track. It was very well put together, very a track that I would listen to often. I might not look like somebody that would listen to that kind of music, but I'm a lover of music in general.
Right. That's real. That's real. It was definitely like it just I felt like I was looking at the story like through sound though, and it was like totally dope. Now this last artist for the top three, he is from LA as well, and his name is DeAndre, and he got this track called Deep Sea. I want you to bang to this real quick.
Jen, oh my god.
Putting on my scuba gear, diving like a submarine, looking like a souvenir. Look at that, you up here. Hey, what's up? Say what's up, what's up? Say what's up, what's up? Let's get it, get it. Putting on my scuba gear, diving like a submarine, looking like a souvenir. Look at that, you up here. Hey, what's up? Say what's up, what's up? Say what's up, what's up? Let's get it, get it. I'm a genie, greatly wish I brought you come and perform. You see the ice dripping, wet waves causing the storm. Shorty bad TNT, she lit, she giving the bomb. Cast a spell on me, I'm hit, there's no resisting the jump. Putting on my scuba gear, diving like a submarine, looking like a souvenir. Look at that, you up here. Hey, what's up? Say what's up, what's up? Say what's up, what's up? Let's get it, get it. Putting on my scuba gear, diving like a submarine, looking like a souvenir. Look at that, you up here. Hey, what's up? Say what's up, what's up? Say what's up, what's up? Let's get it. On a higher vibration, you feel the frequency. Searching, you've been lurking. Behold, I got the secret key. Motion in the ocean, we floating just like the deep sea. Satisfaction A plus, baby, and I can guarantee it. Putting on my scuba gear, diving like a submarine, looking like a souvenir. Look at that, you up here. Hey, what's up? Say what's up, what's up? Say what's up, what's up? Let's get it. Putting on my scuba gear, diving like a submarine, looking like a souvenir. Look at that, you up here. Hey, what's up? Say what's up, what's up? Say what's up, what's up? Let's get it. Lost in them juices, getting carried away. Kisses on them cheeks after had us for this. Essence of your body all covered in shit. You might be the one, got me calling you like putting on my scuba gear, diving like a submarine, looking like a souvenir. Look at that, you up here. Hey, what's up? Say what's up, what's up? So what's up now? What's up? Let's get it. Putting on my scuba gear, diving like a submarine, looking like a souvenir. Look at that, you up here.
Whew. Man, that track, it's just straight flames throughout the whole freaking song. First of all, I love bass. I love bass. So the bass with the reverb and just the echo, that trippy vibe to it. and it felt like I could just bang to this like at the club, like I could just drive around and just start riding with it, vibing with it, and everything. So yo, this track was awesome. Like it's super lit. It's flames. What you think about it?
I definitely vibe with it. Definitely a club vibe. Definitely going down the highway, speeding, doing what you do with the top down. Feel good track. Definitely.
Definitely. Shoot. Well, it's almost about that time to wrap up, but I do want to thank you for being here on the show, Prophet Pete. But before you go, why don't you get the people your social medias real quick?
All right. So if you want to follow me, that's Prophet, PROFIT _radio_NY. Find me on all social media platforms. Make sure you follow the movement WEMS _radio on all social media platforms, and WEMS South on all social media platforms. We there. Follow us, find us. Make sure you book your interviews, and make sure that you just support. And if you follow us, we follow back. Just saying.
That's right. Definitely. So make sure y'all go follow, show some love, show some support, show some TLC. Prophet Pete, thank you for being on the show. We hope to see you again.
Yeah, and you think you're slick. I didn't get to ask the questions, but
It's fine. No, you're good. You're good.
it's all right.
You're good.
No, it's
You're
all right.
good.
But I'm asking one question. When do you
Okay.
want to be a guest on my show? Just saying. You don't got to answer that right now, but you're going to answer it soon. Just saying. I'm out. Peace.
I see you. All right. And make sure y'all go follow this show on Instagram. That's #7high _WEMS South. Follow us on Facebook. That's #7high artists. If you want your music out there, you want to be seen, you want to be heard, you want some commentary on your music, make sure you email us at #7highradioshow@gmail.com. Again, I am your host, Moon. This is the 7 High Radio Show. Make sure you tune in every Monday at 7 p.m. Up next, we have conversations with Reverend G at 8 p.m. So make sure y'all stay locked in for that. Get your daily dose of inspiration and get your spirits uplifted. So until next time, be safe, stay safe. Peace.